Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for the Housewives of Atlanta, Season 13, Episode 6. Okay? If you have not done so already, please come on to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay? Do not forget to also like this video, hit the like button, share this video, hit the share button, comment in the comment section and all of that. You can also follow me on my social medias, which is Twitter and IG and all of that at J_Lees_Corner. The links to all of my social medias and my email and all those other things is always in every single description box under every single video, okay? And as always, remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, okay? And always inhale and exhale, because sometimes we forget to breathe, okay? Ain't my flowers pretty? My nephew got me flowers for my birthday. They tulips. He loves his tea. Anyway, let's get started with this review. Atlanta. Okay, do we like it? Do we not like it? Is it boring? Is it not boring? It's a lot and a little, like at McDonald's today or whatever. But at the beginning, we see Mike and Cynthia sitting around talking about what? This wedding. It's all this wedding talk for a wedding that has already happened. We already know most of this stuff worked its way out. Or do we care? Yes, but no, okay? Now, she wants to invite her father, because he's her father. He walked her down the aisle at her first wedding to Peter 10 years ago. So again, she wants to invite him, but it may make her mom uncomfortable having her dad at the wedding. I'm like, was she uncomfortable at the first wedding? Because if she wasn't uncomfortable then, why would she be uncomfortable now? They were divorced, like they weren't together then. It's weird to me, okay? Now she brings up how since her mom did that PSA for the domestic violence situation, the domestic violence PSA that Kenya had set up or whatever, like maybe 2 seasons ago, that caused issues in the family. I'm like, how did something that happened when Cynthia and them was kids that they knew about? I think they knew. How was it causing family issues? Now, I'm not sure, but she brings up because her mama admitted her father abusing her back in the day or whatever. And Mike, like, look, this is your wedding. Like, who do you want? Like, if you want your father there, then you should invite your dad, because it's your wedding. It's not your mom's wedding. It's not your dad's wedding. It's not no one else's wedding but me and you. So what do you want? And she's like, well, my mom has been there for me my whole life. Okay, so she has the right to like have an opinion or feel some kind of way about stuff, but I do want to invite my dad. So we're gonna see what happens with that later on. We then see Drew and Ralph is back since attending Ralph's father's funeral. This seems like, and I don't look, losing a parent is tough. It knocks you off your feet, and it takes a long time to come out of the haze of the fog of this whole new reality. Something about this. We went to the funeral. Now we back home. Marriage is hard work. I'm saying it has ups and it's down or whatever. And losing somebody. I get losing someone makes you realize things in life. But Ralph is a whole asshole. He's a whole gaslighting husband of an asshole to Drew. So I really don't feel like losing a parent stops you from being an asshole. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And I want to love him, and love is about loving someone in the good times and the bad times. True. Because marriage is about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if your husband is a full-fledged asshole, secret camera recorder, leaving and going to Florida, going to Tampa, because he fucking somebody in Tampa, a lot of things about Ralph, to me, isn't fixed, because he lost a parent who he even said that he didn't spend much time with. I'm not trying to minimize losing that parent or nothing, but something about it feels like we wasn't that bad off, and now we need to start making up for the season that's ended. I'm gonna leave that be, whatever. They go in the backyard and releasing balloons, I'm sorry for how I treated you. You know what I'm saying? How I've been acting, you know what I'm saying? And I'ma love you through you growing and getting better. And he then said, yeah, because you need to love me for who I am. I'm like, something about this give me bullshit vibes. Don't include your dead father in y'all bullshit. And that's when I don't involve the dead people in y'all's storyline bullshit. Okay? Now, Kandi at home working on planning an event for her candy cares charity that she has or whatever, and she wants to give food and things to families who's in need right now, because again, it takes a village, and sometimes the village is a pop star, a whole boss mogul lady who wants to help you feed your children or whatever. Now she said they can service about 750 families who can pull up to the location, pop their trunk, open their door, whatever, and then they can put the stuff in their car. Really great idea, because people were having a hard time getting food. Amazing event for Kandi to want to put on, and they were like, we can service so many cars per minute. That's how they came up to the number of 750. But people would have to register to have a pickup time to be sure they can kind of be organized with it or whatever. Great. She is fortunate enough. And she's like, we're so fortunate that, it's only right for us to help and give help to the less fortunate. I'm like, to me, that's what being part of the rich people, that's what it's about. If you have millions upon billions of dollars and you're not even giving maybe $100,000 a year to feed some folks, then what the fuck are you doing? Jeff B, the nigga on Amazon, all these billionaires, take $100,000 a month. If you spend $100,000 a month feeding just one city in a state, okay, that's you putting your money to good use. Because this one is a write-off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, I'm not gonna tell people how to spend their money. That's my opinion. But we then see she gets a call, or she's calling Eva's husband, Michael Sterling, because he's an attorney, because he's helping her deal with things with Riley's daddy to get him to pay the child support. Now, Riley's daddy owed $92,000 in back child support. Now, let me make things clear. Kandi's not asking for child support going forward. She's asking for the money that he owes in back child support. Is Kandi a rich bitch? Absolutely. She got that money. But however, as she's saying, Riley wants this money because she's about to be a college student living in New York on her own. It would help her to have her daddy's $92,000 that he should have been paying this whole time. Okay? Kandi either wants to set it up so the payments go right to Riley, or to a trust fund set up for her, that when she turns whatever age, 21 or 25, she would get that amount of money. She's not asking for the money. It's for Riley. So many people. Kandi's rich. Why she want that? And Kandi made a point. Block was also a millionaire. If he lost his millions, that's on him. Okay, but he ain't gave shit to his daughter. Boom, pow, pow. And Mike brings up how they're going to request his income for the past 5 years to see if that he could not afford to pay the amount he was set to pay, or if he just did not pay it, because it's a difference between the two or whatever. We then see Porsha. I forgot, y'all. I had his new confessionals. Okay, I had the looks. I just thought about that or whatever. Okay, we have the new looks. Boom, pow. I can't remember if we had seen this color and this look from Cynthia. Okay, I wasn't paying attention in the beginning. I did not see this look from Cynthia, which is a whole new look. I love it. I love her makeup. I love her hair. I love the dress. I love the jewelry. I love the earrings. Amazing. It looks stunning. Okay, I love this look from Cynthia. Okay, I thought the balloon was new. The balloon was not new. But yeah, this look is amazing. I love this damn look. Okay, I'm Porsha. Porsha, I'm your private dancer, dancing for money. It gives me Tina Turner vibes, okay? It's cute. It gives me bondage, okay? It gives me, give me some daddy. It gives me all of that and whatnot. If the 10 men was gold, okay, Dorothy down the road, 10 minutes gold or whatever, I don't mind it, okay? I like her makeup, I like her hair, it's all cute, but it gives me, I'm your private dancer, Tina Turner, all up and through or whatever. Okay, we then have, look, Kandi. something about this I love, but also hate. It reminds me of the movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. And Jill Marie Jones, who was the beautiful woman that Keenan Ivory Wayans went home with at the bar, and when they got back to the house, she pulled off her leg and her teeth and her wig or whatever. But whatever, but the plastic outfit she had on, that was amazing back then. This reminds me of that. I love this look. Honestly, I do. I like the big pony. I like the red nails. I like the jacket. I don't like the one set of pearl earrings on the side because it looked like anal beads to me, so I'm confused. But I do like this outfit. I like the makeup. Excuse her facial expression. I just took a picture because it's when I get the whole outfit. But again, I like it. I'm gonna get you sucker, bald head lady. Okay, I think that could have been the inspiration, but again, I like it. So I want to see the bottom of it. Like, what color pants do she have on? Is it like the burnt orange pants? Is it like the little the blush of the shirt? What color pants or skirt is you wearing, Kandi? But I like it and I love it at the same time. I like it and I hate it at the same time. Drew gives me, this is a J-Lo look. Something J-Lo wore this in a video, I'm pretty sure. Either in a video somewhere or a performance. I don't hate it. I just think it's too much for a confessional. It's too shiny. The hair is too much hair. Too much outfit together. You have this design of the dress, but you got the poodle hair hanging over it. I don't like it. The makeup is fine. She looks like a little Bratz doll, like a little Barbie doll, which is good and bad at the same time. Once, okay, you cannot have an outfit that busy with hair that busy. They both cancel each other out. Team too much. She should have one or the other. And then we have Kenya. Simple. Little burnt orange, reddish dress. With a ponytail. I am pretty sure that the ponytail is fake, or some added hair. Yeah. So again, those looks I forgot to bring up. Anyway, Cynthia and Porsha's having a little brunch, not brunch, it's like a little dinner, a little late lunch or whatnot, okay? And they chit-chatting or whatever, and they're trying to discuss what's going on with you and Dennis. Like, what's going on between y'all two, whatever. Mainly because Mike wants to invite Dennis to the wedding, okay? And Porsha brings up how we were broken up. Okay, there was, the whole affair that he had on me or whatever, and I was trying to get over it or whatever. But I realized that I was just too upset about things. I was very, very snippy about anything, and me trying to be with him and forgive him and move past, what he did. I was putting myself in a negative headspace. And again, I was just upset all the time. I was snapping at people for no reason, or the littlest things would piss me off because again, I don't like who I was with him at that time or whatever, because she was mad at Dennis. She brings up how the kind of breaking point was that she was holding PJ, trying to put PJ to bed. She asked him to go get a bottle, and he went downstairs. Was gone for like 20 minutes, and it pissed her off that he went down and did not come right back up with the bottle. He came back up, and she was going off and fussing and cussing and going off on him. And she thought about, like, I was doing all of this while holding PJ and not even realize that I was putting all the negative energy, fuss with him as I'm holding my child. Like, how can I not think to not be fussing while I'm holding my kid or whatever? I said, girl, but she admitted I did not like the energy that I was giving off. And so that big blow up fight between us is what was like, we got to just chill out or whatever. And so since Mike wants to invite him to the wedding. So, like, are you asking me not to invite him? Because I was like, if you do not invite Dennis to your wedding, and you could tell Cynthia did not want to agree to that. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell Mike and I'll see what happens. I feel like Porsha should not be asking Cynthia to not invite someone that Cynthia's fiance, whose wedding it is, wants there. At the end of the day, the guys are friends. At the end of the day, it's going to be 18,755 people at the wedding. You can avoid Dennis. If y'all could be in Atlanta together and have a kid together and be able to co-parent effectively, y'all can be at that event, a wedding, and not, having each girl. It's just stupid. But yeah, I would not ask my friend to not invite my ex if their fiance is friends with my ex. We would just be there at the same time and not talk. Boom. Anyway, we then see Kandi has her whole Kandi Cares event or whatever. They were able to service 549 families with food. I mean, fresh produce, breads, and all these stuff. They got 2 bags of stuff or whatever. It was really, really nice. Tanya, Porsha, and Kenya were all there to help initially. Now her confessional, because Porsha was there on time this time or whatever, and Kenya gonna say, oh yeah, Porsha was on time for her photo op. I'm like, why you keep being a messy girl? Can you be so fucking messy? So they, at the event or whatever, and can we work and talk? Okay, can we not just talk? Because Kenya felt like, oh, they talking too much and not about me. I'm like, girl, it's a scene. It's a whole scene. Y'all have to talk a little bit. So calm down, little Kimo Sabi. Anyway, Porsha brings up to Tanya how, Cynthia said that Mike said, despite Porsha not wanting them to invite Dennis, he gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna invite him anyway, leave it be or whatever. So they're laughing and joking about it or whatever. Here come miserable ass Kenya. No one cares if he comes or not. No, Kenya, no one cares if your husband who never shows up comes. That's who no one cares about. Now in the scene, Kenya then said, well, it's hard to take y'all serious because y'all go back and forth. If y'all are in a good place, why can't he come? Because she don't want him there. And at the end of the day, it's up to Mike and Cynthia. But again, it's a conversation being had. She then brings up how Porsha is going to act like she was all drunk and was all intoxicated and at the wedding, and then fuck Dennis, and then kind of blame Cynthia for fucking Dennis. I'm just like, what? She then say, Porsha, you need to have some self-control of yourself. You can't put that on Cynthia to control you and that man. Kenya, just because your punk ass husband don't love you enough to fight for you, how Dennis Sheedas seems to continuously want to fight for him and Porsha, don't be a jealous, bitter bitch who makes it seem as if Porsha gonna fuck Dennis because she's weak. That's her kid's daddy. At the end of the day, they have a better bond than you and your husband. Okay? You and Mark walked down the goddamn aisle and ain't been right since. Y'all ain't had no kind of good times or nothing. He ain't even here. Are you married still, Kenya? Kenya irks my nerve how she wants others to be miserable. Okay? The fact that conversation had nothing to do with her, and for her to make it seem as if I didn't like how she made it seem as if to me Porsha was going to be weak for Dennis. And that's how I took it. I'm like, shut up. Go be weak for Mark. Okay, you are weak for Mark because you still married him and he treats you like shit. Anyway, they help a lot of families or whatever. Cynthia to get there, whatever. Marlo comes back too. Now they all sitting around chatting or whatever. Kandi brings up as they're all sitting around how she wants to do more events like this or whatever. She's hoping the ladies can participate and donate money here or there. Now, Porsha already gave her $5,000. Marlo then put out a check. Here's another $5,000. I'm like, oh, that is so nice. Kandi then said in the confessional, I'm not going to call nobody out. I'm not going to say no name. Okay, but I do know that some people are not as generous as I thought they would be. Now, people are saying they think she's talking about Kenya. I used to love Kenya. I loved her mess, but now I was like, you messy, miserable. I don't like messy, miserable. I'm gonna leave that be. Drew FaceTime or whatever. She's at home, quarantining because again, they were out of town. But she also gave a whole donation to Kandi, whatever. I was like, okay, fine. Kenya then brings up how, Cynthia's always attracting strays. Oh, because Drew's a stray. I'm like, why are you calling her a stray? Your husband is a stray. He strayed the fuck away. Kenya, have several seats, honey, in Lonely Stadium. Can you then suggest they go on a girls trip? We need that. We need a break, a vacation or whatever. We should all go on a girl trip to somewhere, and they all do. Should we go to here? Should we go there? But it has to be somewhere close where they can drive to, because someone can fly. So they decided to try to do Charleston, South Carolina. Okay, fine. Okay, we then see the last scene. Cynthia is at her mama's house visiting. Okay, Mal is there too, and so is Noelle. She brings up how her wedding is stressful. Okay, and that she's also thinking about inviting their dad. Dun dun dun. Her mama like, oh, if you do that, I'll put a mask over my eyes. I'm looking like, why? It's weird to me that the mom now has issue with their dad when the dad was at Peter and Cynthia's wedding. He walked her down the aisle. I'm like, what has he done to you since then to make you not want to be in the same room with him? If he had done what he done to you back in the day before Cynthia's first wedding. Okay, Cynthia brings up how, she hasn't really talked to her father since the whole PSA thing because it caused the drama. And her mom was upset with them, both her and Mal, because they both posted a happy Father's Day post about him on their social media for Father's Day. But I'm like, who is upset about that? I'm like, what? Her mom then said, well, I was upset because you thanked him for having you. He didn't have you. I had you. I'm upset with how he treated me when I was trying to get child support for y'all from him back in the day when y'all were kids. And she brings up how he stopped being y'all father when y'all was 3 or 4 and we broke up. I was always your mom and your dad your whole life. Girl. Now Mal brings up how, well, I still talk to him. Like, me and him are not as close as me and you are. But I still, talk to him because he is still my father. And Cynthia brings up how, well, I spent summers with him. So, I had good memories from that or whatever. And the mom brings up how she wished that she never did the PSA about the domestic violence, because she then said she did not understand what a PSA was. She said people who knew her from Alabama saw her on a show and called her a liar, and that she was lying on their dad because their daddy is supposed to good church going man now. Okay, so Cynthia said, well, I did not know on God's, I swear to God, I did not have any idea that when you agreed to be on Kenya's PSA about domestic violence, that you did not know what a PSA was, and I did not know that you did not see all the cameras, and you did not know what was going to be on TV. Meaning, mind you saw you were being recorded. How did you not know it would be on TV? I'm on a TV show. What did you think you were doing? And I also call bullshit. Look, her mama may not know what PSA stands for, but you can't tell me that she did not realize anything that you say or do on a TV show in front of cameras is going to air on the show. You sat down and gave a whole interview about what you went through in front of cameras. You had makeup put on. Her mama is trying to make it seem as if I wasn't trying to say that to the world, Craig. Not to the world, Craig. I'm like, no, you did. Okay, and that don't mean that she was lying. It just means maybe she just didn't want people to feel some kind of way about what she went through, whatever. And Cynthia then had to apologize to her mom about putting her in that position, because if she had known her mama did not know all of that, she would have been, well, thank you for the apology. If you want to, you can invite your daddy. Noelle, who had been on her phone the whole time, not paying much attention, then say, well, clearly grandma don't want him there. And I feel like I've only seen him once in my life. Okay, maybe once or twice or whatever. And you should put grandma first this time. Look, unpopular opinion. Noelle, shut up. This is why. That is Cynthia's wedding. And as Cynthia said, her father would not be around much longer. And she does not want to exclude him from walking her down the aisle. The fact that her mama and not her daughter is trying to make Cynthia feel guilty that she wants her father at her wedding is crazy to me. Her mama could have every issue with that man because of what he did to her as her husband or as her ex-husband. But when women or men start to make their children want to pick a side between two parents, I don't like that. Look, I can speak from experience, okay? My mom and my birth father divorced when we was younger. My mom never, ever made us pick a side or whatever. She let what he didn't do speak for itself, okay? And I feel like when you force your kids to dislike their parent or want to pick you based on what he put you through, even if they feel like they dad was around a little bit for them, allow them to have that little bit with their daddy. Because some people have nothing with their birth father. I feel like if Cynthia wants her father there, do not take that from her, because God forbid that man die a week after her wedding and she feel as if I did not take the chance to have him there. No one would feel that pain but her. And I'm not saying that her mama don't demand the utmost respect for raising her, but as her mother, she should not want Cynthia to choose between her and her father, because they two different people. I love my mama dearly, and my mama always comes first before my birth father. However, my mom would never ask me to not invite him to a wedding. Okay? She wouldn't ask me to do that. And I feel for Cynthia, because that is what they are making her do. They're pushing her to a corner to make her feel as if you invite him to your wedding, you are kind of disrespecting your mom. And I'm like, that's not what he came. He was at the first fucking wedding. Cynthia then brought up how she said, because I am my parents' firstborn, I feel guilty because my mama got pregnant with me and that changed her life. That is a fucked up feeling. That feeling came from somewhere. And I'm like, that's so fucked up. They are so consumed with how her mama feel, they forget it's Cynthia's wedding. Look. Noelle should have just shut up. Not saying her point wasn't valid, but at the same time, it ain't your place to tell somebody else how to feel, because that's her daddy. If he was such a not shit person, she would not have anything with him. But even Mal said, I talked to him. He's still my dad. Don't fuck Cynthia over because of how y'all feel. I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.